EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, we've got a good one on tap in the AFC North, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And the Steelers set to take the field. Now the third-year man, Najee Harris, and trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. This is Harris on the draw, and he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was a 3rd and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And taken at the 46. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Jackson on 1st down. That is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. They'll run. This is Gus Edwards. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. 48 yards for Gus Edwards. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Next to score, Ravens 7, Steelers 0.
Get up, it's showtime, baby. Play a little aggressive, baby. Let's get out of this thing, baby. Let's do this, man.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Harris running straight ahead. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They run again with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's going to be down close to a 1st down at the Ravens' 37. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On the give, this is Harris. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the 1st. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But a short yardage, trying to pick up 1st downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now Pickett will look to pass it. He's got this to Pickens. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That play there was certainly a scouting report special, because Cover was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
2nd and 10. Pickett going to bootleg it. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again with Pickett. Buying time to his left. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. Back to throw, Pickett. That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
On gain of 7, it's 4th down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Steelers nothing.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And his throw here's incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they run with Edwards off the option. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Throwing is Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just...
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to learn that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. To throw is Jackson. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the 2 teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. Austin not going to try and return it. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Pickett will look to throw it here. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know you're trying not to scoreboard watch, but you only got 3 points. You're kind of hoping that type of play there gives you some positive momentum going into the half.
Yeah, need to do something to get more than that 3 number that they have on the scoreboard right now. To the air on first down with Pickett. connects with Freiermuth. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Pickett. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Pickett right back to the air again. That's caught. Allen Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 34-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Pittsburgh 1st. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Pickett to throw on 1st down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Setting up the screen, Harris. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Field goal, a 30-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. But the Ravens going to get 1 more drive here in this first half. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Raven offense set to start this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start with the option. Gets through, and now an opening. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball. But the assignment gets mixed up.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. They go play action now. Jackson able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 38-yard line. They give them 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
10 more there and another 1st down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers are going to have it here just past the 25. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Running lanes run a premium in the 1st half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the 2nd half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here. Pickett lost it. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun on third down, Pickett. And this is going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. The drive will start with an option going left. The quick feet by Jackson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read. Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 64 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times.
It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. A good pickup there, a 22.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one, and that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
They'll run here with Edwards. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Jackson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Here we go, a big play and a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. It's Edwards. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. So here's Pickett and the Steelers. Down 10-6. 1:51 on the clock. And the 4th down stop gives them a new lifeline, at least for the moment. They turn to Harris to begin the drive, but that won't do much good as he is tackled at his own 7.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Now Pickett. Pass complete to Harris. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save the timeout.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw here. Pickett. That's to Freiermuth. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Pickett. That's swung out wide to Harris. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Pickett to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense has been so stingy all game long. No reason to think it's suddenly going to open up now. They took their shot, but this, like many others, falls incomplete.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Pickett to throw. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Here's Pickett. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Pickett, fourth down, desperation time. That is caught. He will have the conversion and more than that. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
Well now to kick it away after the touchdown. So this one, partner, was fun down to the very end. They got the points late, right before the whistle. Then the ensuing kickoff. They were hoping for magic on the other side, but couldn't get that spark.
Fun if you won, and fun for us because we got to watch it and call it. That magic that you were talking about didn't occur at the end, but what a game all the way through.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis.